Resource use efficiency means, I have already narrated that in Bihar sucrose only 4% and sucrose in Maharashtra 14%, in Karnataka 13%. Then this is known as efficiency, resource use efficiency indicator. Resource use efficiency indicator. If you are appearing for UPSC, you clear your PT, you clear your mains, and you could not clear in final result interview, you are a loser. But one who has qualified on all three, they are gainer. You are using sugar cane cultivation, but using in terms of lower sucrose. This is inefficiency on the part of farmers as well as the supporters to the farmers like government and other cooperative agency, that they are not being capable of utilizing sugar cane output sucrose percentage. If sucrose percentage increases from 8 to 10 kg out of 100 kg of sugar cane, 10 kg sucrose out of 100 kg sugar cane, from 8% to 10%, that is positive indicators of increase in the efficiency. Resource use efficiency in cane, sugar cane cultivation. They will be extra rewarded by the government. They will be extra rewarded by the government. Mind it, they will be extra rewarded by the government. So by FRP, farmers in Maharashtra will be rewarded if they are crossing 10%. Government of India has fixed 10% rate of sucrose as a standard. And those who are crossing this standard, they will be rewarded extra at extra rate to boost agricultural sector, to boost sugarcane growers. And therefore FRP is decided at a standard rate of 10% sucrose. Those who are below it, they are considered to be inefficient resource user in sugar cane growing. Those who are having more than 10% sucrose in their product, so every extra increase in the sugar cane sucrose, they will be rewarded at the extra rate, and overall they will be benefited by FRP, in more benefited in Maharashtra and Karnataka than in Bihar. So these are the factors determining. Then come to this calculation we have already done in MSP, A2 plus FL, then C2, that is A2 plus FL plus other more variables as a comprehensive rate. And therefore, we find that this rental, these 8 points, which are considered to be factors determining FRP in India. Cost of production, that is C2, decided by CACP, domestic and international prices, overall demand and supply situation, intercrop price parity, terms of trade of sugar cane and sugar product, taking export and import coefficients, prices of primary byproducts. You can see in general knowledge byproduct of sugar, cane, molasses, ethanol, and electricity generation through it. Impact of prices of primary product on general price level. When we are taking into account determination of FRP, then FRP must not increase general price level abnormally, because general price level will hard hit all consumers in the country, and this is the basis of inflation. The purpose of the government is to maintain constant inflation rate. Zero inflation rate is not possible in India. It may be 4.5%. That is considered to be ideal inflation rate, not harming the growth of the economy. 4.5% inflation is considered that it will boost up market, investors, producers, and this will lead to economic growth in the country. And now we come to the point where we will see that what is the present position of FRP, fair and remunerative price for sugar cane, which was decided by the government in 2018 and 2019 agricultural season. But what is the government decision in case of 2019-2020 season? That we watch it now. It is quite interesting that FRP is different than MSP. In case of FRP, there is a rule or law which government has established under FRP by the cabinet decision on July 19, 2018, and from that time up till now, FRP is in news. FRP is a regular part of economics, Indian economy GS. Why? Because everyone is watching that every year there is agricultural season of sugar cane. Then what is the price fixed by the government in 2018-19 sugar season? Or there is a hike of 20 rupees per quintal, and the rate is fixed at 275 rupees per quintal. This 275 per quintal is determined by 8 factors which I have discussed to you earlier. That there are 8 factors which govern the determination of FRP in sugarcane. First and foremost is C2. That is the real cost of production relating to the different types of inputs used in sugarcane growing. Primary thing is A2, that consists of all expenditure paid out by the sugarcane farmers, taking loan from the banks, taking loan from the cooperatives, taking loan from the relatives, taking loan from the mahajans if they need. So all these are A2. Then A2 plus FL, that is the addition of family members. Family members working on the farm, sugarcane growing. Their contribution is known as imputed value of family labor. That will be added to in A2 plus C2, A2 plus FL. Farmers also use, if they have large farm of sugarcane growing, they will use hired labor. Then the payment to hired labor will be added in A2. Payment to hired labor will be added to A2. So A2 is all expenses paid out by farmers. A2 plus FL means there is addition of imputed value of the family labor. And then coming to C2 is a comprehensive cost of production of sugar cane in the country, taking into rental value of the machines, capitals, fixed capitals used by the farmers in sugarcane field, sugarcane growing activity, interest paid, rental paid for tractors, etc. If they have bought tractors, that will be fixed capital, their value will be added. So all comprehensive expenditure, the statistical officers, investigators will continually ask, and they enter into the form that different types of variables which are inputs, variables which are added in C2, in added to A2 plus FL plus C2 variables. So taken together, the new term will appear, that is C2. C2 is the comprehensive cost of production of sugar cane in season 2018-2019. And when the crop cutting experiments are done, and then crop cutting is over, the sugar cane will be sent to the sugar mills. Whether it is private sector sugar mills, or it is cooperative sector sugar mills, or it is a government sector sugar mills. Everywhere sugar cane growers are benefited by fixation of FRP 275, that is 20% per capita from the last year, that is a hike, that is a CACP had hiked 20 rupees from the past year. And one thing which I stated earlier, per quintal to basic recovery rate of 10%. Per quintal for basic recovery, per quintal for, look here, basic recovery rate, how much? 10%. This is what we called you sucrose. In Bihar, sucrose is 8%. In Bihar, sucrose is 8%. So whatever be the case, Bihari sugar cane growers are not benefited, and therefore Bihar government pays extra sugar cane acreage. If they increase sugar cane acreage growing, then they will be rewarded subsidy. Sugar cane subsidy is paid in Bihar state because Bihar state knows that FRP is not going to benefit those where the recovery rate is less than 10%. Sucrose recovery rate 10% is a standard. A standard basic rate. A standard basic rate, and therefore the prime factor for sugarcane growers benefiting Bihar state that they should be given more care and attention to their growing pattern in using of inputs, high yield variety inputs, high yield variety seeds, and types of farming which is followed in Maharashtra and Karnataka. That is because of the 98% irrigation facility. And Bihar has 47% irrigation facility. So irrigation facility at a strategic policy, agricultural farmers benefit policy, a strategic should be in Bihar that irrigation facility should be increased in Bihar at the rate of Maharashtra. That is optimization of the benefits to the farmers. When you are facing interview in BPSC, they will ask you about the sugar industry in Bihar, the history of sugar industry of Bihar. So, in 1932, there was discriminatory protection policy adopted. Discriminating protection policy was adopted by British government, British India government, and sugar industry was protected in India, especially in Bihar. In Bihar, 32 sugar mills were established by British capitalist investors, and in different parts of Bihar like Betia, Motihari, Sugauli, Sitamarhi, Samastipur, everywhere British investors invested invested in sugar industries. So in BPSC I have seen, as I have stated you that I am teaching for the last 50 years. So in every year experts come and ask you that why Bihar is backward industrially. There is a good climate, good quality of soil in Bihar. You know, Bihar is the only state in India which had 22 types of soil, and still Bihari farmers are in a deplorable condition, in poverty and misery. Because 22 types of soil is in Bihar, but there is no support for irrigation facilities. In any state you go to Maharashtra, there is 2 or 3 types of soil. Go to Gujarat, 2 or 3 or 4 types of soil. Go to Punjab, 3 or 4 types of soil. It is only in Bihar that 22 types of soil is tested, confirmed at the India level. Institutions are. You go to Delhi, you will have Pusa Road. I was in Delhi Economics Academy for UPSC. My office was in Delhi, Mukherjee Nagar, and another office was near the Wali Rao and Ravi in Rajendra Nagar. That I saw that in Pusa Road there was also one big UPSC coaching institute. What is Pusa? You come to Bihar, there is a Pusa place near Samastipur, via Muzaffarpur. Via Muzaffarpur you can go to Pusa, from Samastipur you can go to Pusa. What is Pusa? During British period, one scientist, agro scientist from UP, USA, visited all parts of the country, examining the soil testing. And they come to India, they visited all the states, and suddenly he came to Bihar. Well, it is quite surprising that he found near Samastipur area 22 types of soil at one place, one big place, different places in the Bihar, 22 types of soil. Then he pinpointed different plots with different soil testing report, and that area is developed as nowadays Agricultural University, Rajendra Agricultural University, and its name is Pusa, Rajendra Agricultural University Pusa. Why? Because P means Phillips. The agronomist scientist name was Mr. Phillips, and he was from USA. Phillips means P, USA means USA. P, USA. You call it P, USA, Pusa. This was asking from Bihari students in the commission, in UPSC, you test them, they ask, what do you mean by Pusa? Pusa is a name given to in the honor of Phillips. Phillips USA, P-USA, P-USA, Pusa. It is in Bihar, near Samastipur. And the same thing at a national level, it is Pusa Institute in Delhi. So, there are many things which we don't know, nor we are taught in the classroom. Classroom teachers to the topic covering and completing. Teaching means learning. My aim is to teach you first and then make you learn things that you will speak anywhere. And then when you will see that the soil is the first thing in the production. You see here the FRP. What FRP will have Bihari farmers? Basic recovery rate is 10%. Basic recovery rate of sucrose is 10%. Then you will get 275 per quintal price of the sugar cane. So it is inside the story of Bihar. And therefore Bihar state has decided to provide extra sugar subsidy to the farmers who are willingly shrinking the production of wheat or rice or marwa and giving the acreage of land available for sugar cane cultivation. So this position is related to this. So CACP had hiked rupees 20 per quintal in FRP of sugar cane at the rate of 275 per quintal for basic recovery rate of 10%. That recovery rate means sucrose recovery rate, which is 14% in Maharashtra, 13% in Karnataka, 8% in Bihar. FRP of sugar is higher by 77.42% over and above C2 cost of production. This is the most important fact you should think and analyze yourself. What is important? That is 77%, 77.42%. 77.42% above C2 cost of production. This means you might have seen MSP. What is the difference between MSP and FRP? You see your video from me on MSP. 50%, more than 50%. There must be 50% profit over C2 in case of 23 commodities covered by CSEP in MSP model in India. But look here, in case of sugarcane, it is decided that sugarcane FRP must be greater than 50%, must be greater than 50% profit over C2 cost of production. Government has hiked price and this is 77.42. This is higher. FRP sugar cane price is higher by 77.42% over and above C2. In PT, if it is asked that you have to write that the rate in 2018-19 season of the sugar cane 77.42% higher than the cost of production of a sugar cane, that is C2. This is to provide larger side of the profit to the efficient farmers who are maintaining 10% of the case. But again, we see that FRP ensures that sugarcane grower farmers return of more than 50% over C2, and more than 50% is actually calculated to be 77.42% cost of production. This is optimistic. This will help 5 crore sugarcane growers in India and 15 crores the family members of sugarcane growers, and therefore 20 crore sugar farm family members, community, in rural area, they will be directly benefited by increase in 77.42% of FRP over the cost of production of sugar at C2. Now we see the latest information of FRP of sugarcane in India. Now, the current year UPSC examination or BPSC examination or project manager examination, if FRP asked what is the position at current year, then you can write that the rate which is fixed by the government on July 19, 2018 is kept constant. On July 25, 2019, new sugarcane season. CSEP recommended the same 275 fair and remunerative price of sugarcane growers. But the government of India, taking the care of the farming class, agriculture sector, sugarcane grower, which is directly related to 20 crore people in India living in rural area, in which 5 crore are farmers of sugarcane sugarcane growers in India. They are again keeping constant rate of FRP at 275 FRP sugarcane per quintal at constant rate at 2018. But in order to boost sugarcane production and reward those who are efficient, government has added that constant FRP rate to 75 plus per quintal plus for every 0.1% increase above 10% basic recovery rate as bonus for efficient sugarcane growth. Efficient sugarcane growth with respect to use of input resources. Sugarcane bonus for efficient sugarcane grower. Sugarcane growers with respect to use of efficient resources. Use of efficient resources. This is a bonus. As you are first class or you are first class first, you are first class with distinction, there is some bonus in consideration of your recognition. Likewise, rate is 275, but there is incentive bonus, that is for every 0.1 increase above 10% standard basic rate of recovery of sucrose, there will be a bonus of that is above 10%. For every 0.1% increase above 10% will be rewarded, and this will be reflected as efficient use of the inputs, resources in different parts of the country. Sugar industry is an important agro-based industry. In India, sugar industry is second largest industry after textile industry. And sugar industry is also second largest sugar producer in the world after Brazil. So number one is Brazil and number two is India. Indian sugar industry occupies an important place among organized industry, and they are constant source of employment for the rural people as well as technocrats, as well as using of transport, use of electricity, use of ethanol created from the molasses, putting into the petrol. There are many byproducts and its uses. Let us hope that the farming community, 5 crore farmers growing agriculture product, that is sugar cane, will be benefited by fair and remunerative prices and good future ahead. Before completing this lecture, again I tell you that Guru Dakshina is most important factor to a teacher and as well as a student for the success. You must like my video. You must subscribe my video. You must write in comment box I welcome you. You can write, thank you, sir. This will be an internal relationship between teacher and student. And number of likes, number of comments reflect the efficiency of the teacher, and teacher is rewarded in that. Thank you very much. If you like and comment, your success is ensured. Thank you.